I think, again, a mistake on her part. She just made too many mistakes here. But she did have an advantage at one point in this battle. And when she grabbed the map and it burned her hand and her fingers, that's when it kind of, the tide turned back and she pretty much lost the advantage that she had, and it ended up the way it ended up. Do you believe if she just smartly, would have been smart, like, why, all you needed to do was destroy the map? Like, Sabine was going to blast it with the blaster, then the map's destroyed, you don't have any of this problem, but no, you had to grab it. And then the next part of that, like part B of that, is, do we think that if she did slice that map with the lightsaber and did not burn her hand and weaken herself further, do we think that she actually ends up prevailing in that battle since she had the upper hand at the moment?
My thoughts is Ahsoka had actually planned on opening the map herself to see, where Thrawn was located and if he was actually trying to build a resistance to stop it. But when she got stuck in that situation with Baylan Skoll, and there's no way they could really risk that, and so she just told Sabine to destroy it, because I think it was kind of one of those moments where it's just like, well, I know I'm not going to beat this guy, so I mean, we just basically have to cut our losses, and if we can destroy it, then at least, yeah, we might not know where Thrawn is, but they can't get to Thrawn. And I think that's what was in her mind, versus if she took the map and got out of there, then maybe they could use it to their advantage. But just my thoughts. What about you?
I like where you're headed with that. I'm just going to tweak it a little bit. I don't necessarily think she wanted the map to find Thrawn necessarily, more so Ezra Bridger. I think that maybe in her mind, she knew how important finding Ezra was to Sabine. So this was her way of trying to make the best of both worlds happen. Of, okay, like, I want to make the best of this. I'm going to stop the, Morgan Elsbeth, Baylan Skoll, and Shinati from finding Thrawn and gathering him and bringing him back as the heir to the Empire. And I'm also going to find the location of Ezra Bridger, try to get there quietly, get Ezra and get out. That's the only way I can think of in her mind why she would want to grab the map versus destroy it. And like you said, when it got to the point where issue with Sabine about, hey, if it comes down to it and you got to make a choice, you got to put your personal feelings aside and destroy this map, even though it may mean that we'll never find Ezra again. At least Thrawn won't come back. So she literally went opposite of what she was begging Sabine to do herself, if that was in case her mindset. Or maybe she just made a really fool's error and tried to grab it because like that was what came to her mind first versus trying to destroy it, which maybe that's what she wanted to do in the first place, and she just went about it wrong.